So I first learned about Real Options when I was sat in church one Sunday morning and a video was played. Quite unusual as it turns out, having been there for a long time. But the video was of a lady talking about her experience of abortion and the reality of that in her life. And somehow God spoke to me loud and clear and said, "Peter, there but for my grace go you." And what that connected for me was I was adopted as a baby. And so suddenly I had an insight into what my mom must have gone through and the decision that she must have taken. And that got me interested in Real Options.
Very good. Talk about your role and your involvement in the ministry now.
So today I am chairman of the board for Real Options, a position I could never have imagined myself being in. But when you give yourself to the Lord and you offer up your life, He will use it in ways you cannot imagine. I've been serving in that role now for 4 years, and I've been with the ministry for coming up 8 years.
Very good. How would you describe the vision or the mission or the heartbeat of Real Options?
So the heartbeat of Real Options is really around the lives that are transformed through the ministry. We're dealing with people who are facing crises, who are uncertain about what to do, who've never had these kinds of decisions to make before, and are looking for people to come alongside of them and to help them through these tough decisions. And at the heart of that is really a decision for life and trusting the life of their unborn child to God and to receive from Him the help that they need to give that person the life that God intends for them. And that extends to people who have not yet got to that situation, helping them in schools, and to people who have been there and made a decision that they've later regretted and have needed to come and receive healing and redemption for that. So it's the full spectrum of life for women and the men and other children in their lives.
Very good. So how is the Lord using this ministry to help share the gospel? Talk a little bit about some evangelism and discipleship.
Sure. So what I love about Real Options is the way that every single person that engages with the ministry has an opportunity to be exposed to the gospel, because the gospel is about life and it's about being restored to a place of life. And consequently, every patient that approaches us, everyone that comes to our website, everyone that we have the chance to walk with and journey with in that time leading up to their pregnancy and beyond, is a person who is looking for life. And we can connect them to the creator of life itself and show them how they can be aligned and realigned with Him.
Very good. So talk about ways Christians can get involved in a supportive ministry like Real Options.
So when I got involved in Real Options as a man, I realized most of the patients are women and most of the people who help those patients are also women. I even questioned whether I had a role to play. And what I've learned about Real Options is that there is a place for everyone in this ministry, whether it is through praying for the people that are being impacted and the frontline staff and volunteers who are helping those people in crisis, or whether it is actually through practical support. This is a ministry that cares for people, physically, emotionally, spiritually. So, and to support that, there are financial needs. So there's a place for everyone at Real Options.
Very good, very good. Why do you do what you do?
The motivation for me to do what I do is, I think, to honor the decision that my mom made for my life. When she was pregnant with me in a situation where she knew she couldn't care for me, she made a brave decision. And in honor of that, I'm inspired to be involved in helping other people make those brave decisions.
Very good. So Revelations 12:11, they overcame the evil one by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. License to preach.
So Real Options is really a frontline battleground. The reality is we are confronting spiritual forces that are blinding, that are deceiving, that are undermining life in our nation today. And Real Options provides an opportunity for us to engage in that spiritual battle and to see God's victory overcoming these forces of evil and darkness that have taken so many lives in our country. And one of the things that the Real Options is focused on is not just serving the people in our local area, but being part of a nationwide change in this country that will restore the value of life to Americans, whether they're believers or unbelievers. And we believe that that is how the gospel will spread effectively through our country.
Amen. Final question. Is there anything else the Lord put on your heart to share with us today?
I would actually say no. I think I've said what I believe the Lord gave me to say today.
Tell me how great the staff is.
The staff at Real Options are a very special group of people. They're a special group of people because they are not going to receive the rewards for their labors in this life, as they could do with the talents and abilities that they have, but they are building up a treasure in heaven that is unmatched. And I applaud them and I appreciate them. And I invite you as a viewer or listener to consider becoming part of the work of Real Options.